fucking no. Hell fucking nah. Alright, let's make this fucking video today. So, y'all, I quit porn games and social media 55 days ago or some shit like that. At this point, I don't think the exact day really fucking matters. So, what I do was I decide every day I'm just gonna record myself talking about my experience. I do this every day, and y'all, we fucking did it. So, we made it. I go through all this bitch ass footage and I summarize it. And all this shit I'm literally talking about, this is what the fuck I talked about, okay? 28 pages, hell yeah. We then take all the shit we summarized and then we got together. This is the shit that I thought was insightful each day. Okay, it's 9 pages. And then we organized it into points. So, y'all, we're making videos for real. And this video is going to be me telling y'all what I thought was insightful. Okay, so, shit, there's shit stuck in my teeth. So, why I did this shit? Honestly, y'all, I just wanted to see what would happen. I'm fucking normal. Those 55 days ago, y'all, I'm playing 4 gacha games at the same fucking time. I jack off basically every day since I discovered I could do this shit in middle school. I'm 25 now, that's 10, 15 years. Oh no. I use social media. Yeah, I'm fucking normal. I just want to see what would happen. Is what my conscious brain would tell y'all, but I also gotta mention my subconscious knows that I'm mentally fucked up because my mom is unreasonable and I grew up with high expectations. I internalized the shit and now I don't feel okay doing anything. I'm literally crying about this yesterday because I just realized that's why I did this shit. I'll probably post that video. Who the fuck knows? So that's why I did it. If y'all decide to do something like this is the timeline. You agree with yourself. I'm gonna quit porn games and social media. Let's try it. You do something productive. And then you get tired mentally, and then you reach for your phone. You remind yourself, oh, that's fucking right. I can't be on my phone because what the fuck am I gonna do on my phone? You put the phone down, and instead you do nothing. Y'all, this is y'all's entire experience, the whole fucking time. You leave your fucking room. You go downstairs, you pace around downstairs, you look at these bitch ass plants in the backyard, you look at the clouds, you're taking walks around the neighborhood out the ass. Y'all, I have the dog right now. And I take walks more than the dog. I take the dog out, the dog realizes it's tired, it doesn't want to walk. I take the dog back in the fucking house, I take off the leash, I take my own ass out to walk. Because I was gonna do that anyways. So, you're doing nothing, basically, or being productive. And at first, when you start this, y'all, it's so novel because you've never been more productive in your life. You blew all the fucking productivity metrics out the water. There's nothing else to do. You're productive on accident, and your brain is on a high from this. Eventually, you get to the point where your brain is like, I'm used to doing the productive shit. It's not new to me anymore, and it's not even that satisfying. So, whether you're doing something productive or you're not doing fucking anything at all when you're resting from being productive, nothing feels satisfying. And that feeling just sits in your heart, in your soul. And you don't know what the fuck to do about it. So that happens. You ask ChatGPT what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck to do about this. I feel so shitty all the time. I always feel burnt out. I'm fucking sleeping during the day. Y'all, shit that's happened during this. Well, y'all can expect, let's just find it. Hell nah. It was even further back. Y'all, so some of these days, I swear, I'm getting 9 hours of sleep or something during the night. Because there's nothing else to do. Yeah, I'll still be fucking tired during the day and there's nothing to do. And also, nothing feels satisfying. And my body keeps fucking shutting down. Y'all see, I keep sleeping. Even if I sleep fine during the night, I sleep during the day. This happened 4 out of the 7 days this week where I sleep 3 hours during the day additionally. This happens. You ask ChatGPT what the fuck is going on, it tells you this is you fucked your brain up because you did a certain thing with the dopamine system. You are consuming all these instant gratification activities, and now it needs time to reset. Before, when you felt dissatisfied, you would turn to porn games and social media. Now you can't do that, and your brain resets over time. Eventually, from week 5 onwards, you find equanimity, which is another word for impartiality. In short, if your experience is pleasant or unpleasant, whether you're satisfied or dissatisfied, it doesn't fucking matter. Your experience is okay as it is. And that's the lesson. All right, y'all, let's talk about insightful points. You're more productive. Y'all don't have a choice but to be more productive. There's nothing else to do. Obviously, the fucking 2 hours I spend on these gotcha games every day, a lot of times even more daily, because I'm playing four of them at the same time, etc. All that time now goes to shit you actually care about. And obviously you're more productive. Yeah, even in situations where you were not supposed to be productive, you just went to your part-time job, you're trading your time for money, and you want to fucking kill yourself because you don't like that. Your owner, the fucking owner of the ramen shop, is just stupid. He pays you just the same as everyone else, even though you're fucking 2, 3 times better than every other person in this hole. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, there's some situations where you're just burnt out. The part time job, I just argued with my unreasonable mom and I'm mentally traumatized. Things like that are a death sentence for my behavior ordinarily. I'm not doing anything after that event. I will play League all day. I'll jack off and then I'll play League all day for the rest of the day. Yeah, what happens is you still have the same feeling, but you just sit with it this time. You're moving slow as hell. There's nothing to do. You'll eat for an hour just because there's nothing to do. You might sit in your chair for an hour, 2 hours. You go outside and take a walk because you just feel burnt out. And you're trying to not sleep so you don't fuck up your sleep schedule. And eventually, it all passes over you. And the decision making capacity in your brain returns. Your brain did what it needed to do, and you just go back to the gym or you're coding again. Even after you have mental episodes where you're seeing your mom as a demon and you're hugging your knees at the top of the stairs in the fetal position. This has happened to me. Okay. Hey, y'all, I'm back. I just wanted to mention real quick. So, a lot of the things that seemed like they'd be a burden ordinarily, like chores, you just do them no problem. You do nothing so often that you just fall into doing it when you are gonna do nothing anyways. So y'all, all the fucking chores are not a problem. These days when I go downstairs, I see my mom cooking dinner. I ask her if she needs help. It's not like, oh my god, this is gonna take up my time. I'd rather be playing games, etc. It's just like I was not gonna do anything anyways. Let's just do something rote. I thought that was worth mentioning. So you're more productive, but it's not just that. Now what y'all are doing, this. So if it was just being more productive, the experience would already be great. No, nothing to be dissatisfied about. But it's not just that, y'all. Your identity changes, and the things you start doing will fulfill your soul. What I mean by that, So for me, I quit porn games and social media because for the most part, these things are meaningless to me. Naked bitches on the internet, y'all, is endlessly interesting to a part of my brain. But to another part of my brain, it's like, yes, there's naked women on the internet, but how meaningful is that? How interesting is that? So I'm a jack off, and then what? How is that really gonna change my life? Wouldn't going to the gym be better? That's kind of cool. Or playing jazz. I love jazz. I can do that, and that's even cooler than the naked bitches on the internet. That's my argument. So, anyways, y'all, with identity change, after you discarded shit that you regarded to be meaningless, you don't have a choice but to now spend your newfound time and energy on becoming the person you want to be. And obviously, your identity changes. You're no longer conflicted. Yo, the same day I decide to quit porn games and social media, I pick up freestyling again. I love it. I repair my tenor saxophone, which was broken previously, and I have been practicing basically every day since that event, since that decision. Everything about you changes. And now all you do, all the things you think about, the only way you spend your time is doing shit that is meaningful to you. So of course you change. Just for an example, y'all, one of these days I went to Jazzy Sundays at downtown Houston. It's an event. They play jazz in the park. So at this event, of course, it's fucking amazing. But before I decided to quit porn games and social media, I'd probably look at this jazz concert and I think jazz is amazing. My tenor sax is broken right now, and I'm I quit because it takes too much energy to practice. Even though I love it, I just know there's some days I'll try to practice, and then for some reason, even though I love it so much, some days are just a drag, and I don't understand why I'm practicing, and so I don't do it. So the jazz concert is cool, but something about jazz is not for me. Yeah, now I went to the concert, and I'm thinking it'd be cool if I performed. I might never do that, but y'all can see how my thought process is entirely different. And y'all, it's so meaningful to me. Obviously. Okay. This thing is gonna be stuck in my teeth forever. This whole video. So, you're socially different. Y'all, after you cut out the porn games and social media, your only entertainment is basically talking with other people. Or if you crack yourself up, it's something like that. If y'all have heard of the Hadza tribe, somehow I came across them in a Joe Rogan podcast. Basically, these people are still hunting for food. They don't do the electricity, grocery stores, etc. They're still disconnected like that. And their only entertainment is one guy who's rolling Bible pages into blunts and fart jokes. So, yeah, after you cut everything out, you're entirely different when you're social because you just realize how extraordinary the event is. You get to say whatever the fuck you want to this person, and it's amazing. So that's worth mentioning. And the way you express yourself. So, y'all, something about this entire experience has done something for me to accept myself. First of all, you're alone with your thoughts all the time, so you know exactly what you're thinking about all the time. You know what you want. Now that your identity was also changing, you're just closer to the person you want to become, and other people can probably tell. It's in how you express yourself. And yeah, over the course of this entire thing, some of the things I'm deciding to post on social media, I posted some clips about me saying I quit porn games and social media, some of the highlights of my video log, shit like that. I'm posting, I'm a college dropout, I'm unemployed, I'm broke as shit, I've never had a girlfriend. etc. And all these things are true, and yet I'm the happiest I've ever been. So basically, the fact that I'm posting these things on social media did something for my self acceptance. It's like I can tell everybody all about all the things I'm doing, and it's so meaningful to me, and I have no problem with it. And this really does show it how you express yourself. Okay. Y'all, the porn? I dead ass came full circle with this experience. The first day of the video log, I'm talking about I just masturbated either the day of or the previous day, and I'm saying, yes, I just want to see what happens. Generally, it seems like porn is meaningless. On day 20 something, I think it's 28, whatever the fuck, I'm saying there's one part of my brain that's still compelled to watch naked women on the internet. And another part of my brain is saying, yeah, that's meaningless. And eventually you reach a point where it's uninteresting. And actually, your brain feels this way about the porn games and social media, all of it, the instant gratification activities. I'm talking to ChatGPT about this, and basically, what it's saying is after your dopamine system resets, it's something like these super normal stimulus activities just become overbearing. If I had to give y'all some kind of example, parallel, it's like soda. If you don't drink soda, you drink it once on the rare occasion and then you think this is too fucking sweet, I don't like it. Basically, in the same way, the porn games and social media, it's overbearing. Something about it is just too much, and that's why you don't like it. Besides that, I have to mention, for the most part, after I quit the porn and I quit social media, y'all, there's no trigger to even get aroused to masturbate. Yeah, the trigger during this experience was the fact that I had a wet dream. And so I'm thinking about sex somehow because I remember the fact that I had that dream. That's basically it. I'm not going on social media to see these beautiful women. And sometimes when I was bored before, I would just look at porn and then I'd get aroused and then I'd want to masturbate. Yeah, if you don't even do that, there's not even a trigger. It's like snacks in the house. You only want to eat snacks after you see the snacks. If you hide them or if you don't have any snacks, you don't even think about it. Okay, on social media, so during this experience, I started posting on social media only after I started making this video. This making the decision those 55 whatever days ago to quit porn games and social media. I'm posting on social media for the first time in fucking forever, days 20 something. So yeah, I'm doing something like changing my name on social media just because I feel like that's something I just wanted to do. That's it. When you go on these apps, you have to get across the homepage to go to your account settings to do whatever you were gonna do. And y'all, when I go towards these account settings, at this point it had been weeks since I'd been on social media, maybe 2 weeks. The first thing I see is one of my friends, he's dancing. I don't think this guy is cool. He's dancing. I'm glad he's having fun. You think this guy's cooler than me? I suck. I scroll down out of habit. It just happened, yo. I see another friend who is lifting and he's squatting 2, 3 times more than anything I could do. Obviously, I don't think this guy is doing fucking great for himself. I think, bro, he's doing 2, 3 times my weight. I might as well give up. And yo, before this point, I was perfectly happy being in the gym. I've done the same workout for months and I'm so happy about it. It's so meaningful to me. Yet I see this guy and I'm instantly disappointed. So, y'all, I just think that downward comparison thing is just going to exist forever. The upward comparison, you can just keep disappointing yourself unless you're mindful about it. So, that happened. It's conditioned and automatic. All right. So, probably biggest thing that was insightful about this, you have a new relationship to your emotional states. So, to just give y'all a picture, generally in people's experience, I think for most people, whenever we find something unpleasant with our experience, we turn to porn games and social media to forget about the negative emotional response. We don't like it. It's unpleasant. So let's distract ourselves. Yo, the fact that you have to sit with the emotional response, this is the entire practice. So, one, this is the most difficult part about doing all of this is the fact that whenever you're dissatisfied, whenever you have a craving, I just want to be entertained. I want my experience to change somehow. Now you are forced to sit with the feeling. And so, y'all, the first time I was burnt out, I realized this is the fucking hard part about doing this. Ordinarily, obviously, I'm doing porn games and social media, but now I can't. And for a long time, the dissatisfied feeling just stays on you, and you can't do anything about it until your brain resets and you also build the skill of equanimity that's telling you actually whether your experience is pleasant or unpleasant, it's okay. And now you have a new relationship to your negative emotional states. Yo, over the course of this recording, I have so many examples of me being mentally traumatized with my mom. This is just a part of the family dynamic. Generally speaking, she's unreasonable. So, just my relationship with her and what my trauma looks like, if I tell her about something and then she gets disappointed in me for whatever reason, that is what makes me feel shitty. To give y'all an example, I decided to make this video, and the idea behind this video, I decided to do all of it myself. At about week two, I tell my mom and dad at the dinner table, y'all, I'm quitting porn games and social media. My mom's first response is, I knew you were doing something in your room. You were jacking off. That's not good. And I registered my mom's disappointed in me. And there's a huge emotional cascade. There's a huge cascade of an emotional response. I'm thinking, I already decided to do this shit myself, and then I bring it up to you, and now you still found a way to be disappointed. I've never done better for myself in my life. I've never been happier, healthier, more fulfilled. In all metrics, it's so fucking obvious. This is the best I've ever done. And she's still disappointed in me. And it feels like no matter what I was gonna fucking do, she'll always be disappointed in me. My mind is fucking racing. I'm thinking it would have been better if I just didn't tell my mom. Because then she wouldn't even have anything to be disappointed in. I wouldn't share anything on my heart with her. And I could just keep doing the masturbating and the game, social media, and she wouldn't even know to be disappointed. Y'all, I've had mental episodes like this throughout my experience. And after you see your emotional response do that enough times, you get space from it. And you realize this is just my mind doing something it's doing. it's not a problem. You wait. Sometimes you're in this fucking chair, you're sitting for an hour, 2 hours. You try to sleep, you're rolling in the bed for 2 hours, 3 hours because your thoughts just don't stop running. Eventually, somehow you fall asleep, and the feeling is still there with you the next day. Yeah, it goes on forever, yet eventually the thought passes, the response passes, and you realize once again it's just your mind. So, y'all, that's what I learned doing all this. And for me, this is something invaluable. I'll talk to y'all more about that when I talk about expectations. Actually, I'll just talk to y'all about expectations now. So, for me, I grew up with a certain family dynamic. I've internalized these high expectations in myself. And no matter what I do, I'll always feel dissatisfied. I try something new, I'm in the fucking gym, I'm working out, but the problem is the fact that I'm not doing even better than I already am. And then I get frustrated and I quit. Y'all, what's become obvious is these past 60 so days, I've never done better in my life, and I still entirely have the capacity to be disappointed in myself. Not because there's actually a problem, just because my expectations get wherever, they just keep moving up. And it's just my mind doing that. And y'all see, it's just me inventing the problem. My mind is just making the shit up. So, this whole experience has healed me. I've come to realize that when my expectations just do the shit they're doing, it's just what my brain's doing. And generally, I can just remind myself, dude, I've never done better in my life. And honestly, whether I'm productive or not, whether the shit goes according to my unreasonable expectations or not, you're doing well. You're trying. Well done. I'm proud of you. I love you. Okay, one other thing to mention. Y'all, this video journal. This is my first video. I decided to record footage of intending to turn it into a video. The fact that I can go through all these fucking recordings and I see exactly what I'm thinking about, what my experience is like. There's such a unique utility in the fact that I can see everything my mind is doing. And eventually, whether shit is hitting the fan or your experience is completely normal, it just has a way of detaching yourself from the situation. And you see, it's all just life, y'all. It's all just experience. All right, so that's most of the things I thought to talk about for insightful points. So, a general advice that I'd give to whoever happens to watch this ghetto ass video, just like we like it. The skill of meditation is invaluable. When you do this, it's just you and your thoughts. Obviously, if you have a healthy way to think about your thoughts, your emotional response, to understand what your mind is doing, then this is all to your benefit. The app I use is Waking Up, and this is a meditation app my brother showed me. Obviously, me and my 6 subscriber ass channel doesn't get the kickback from Sam Harris. He doesn't even give a fuck I exist, probably. But y'all, I love that app so much because it really has taught me so much about what my mind's doing. And I'd go as far to say as this is basically a soft requirement for attempting to do this. so you don't fucking lose it. Okay, so case study. Y'all, when I decided to do this on day one, what I'm telling myself is it's gonna be a miracle if I make it through just one day of doing this. And I will be bewildered if I make it 30 days. Y'all, I've basically doubled that at this point. And what I want to mention is I don't think you go into this being like, y'all, I'm gonna do this shit for a year and my life will completely change. So if you manage to pull that shit off, it's probably true. But obviously, when you're starting, y'all, there's a skill in goal setting. And generally, what I think makes most sense is just saying, y'all, let's just see what happens. Can I make it today? If you somehow end up doing that, then you're like, okay, I made it one day. Can I make it tomorrow? Let's make it today and you're in the next day. If you just keep doing that, obviously you can do this shit forever. And that's what I mean, y'all. When I started this, I'm totally fucking ordinary. And the hard part is me saying, I can't fucking believe I'm gonna give up the gotcha games. I've been playing these games every day for a year. That's the hard part. And my entire life is ass backwards now in the best way possible. Anyways, y'all, I think thinking about it like that is probably helpful. Okay, so next point, y'all need to pace yourselves. When you try something like this, all there is to do is either productive shit or nothing. And obviously, if you don't manage your own mental energy, you just keep doing productive things, and then a part of you thinks, I need to do even more productive shit. So you keep trying to do it, and then your body is shutting down. You're sleeping during the day, you're burning out. Because this is the first time you've had to be aware of your own energy in this way. When you decide to do this, there's nothing to do besides be productive. So, part of the skill that I think is intelligent for people attempting to do this, or really anyone when they're trying to do shit, is to listen to yourself. If you're burnt out for whatever reason, you don't have to expect yourself to do and behave the same way you would behave if you were in perfect condition. You just don't work like that. And so y'all can see if your expectations just keep going up for how fucking productive you want to be and you just always feel like ass because your decision making capacity has completely shut down because you keep going into an energy deficit, y'all, it's not good. Just listen to yourself, y'all. That will help you. And do what you can. If you're tired, take a break. That's totally fine. Honestly, for the most part, if you even attempt to do anything like this, you're probably doing much better than you were already. Okay, next point, think for yourself. Yo, I have my own character. The things that is suitable for my character, things that I can do, I like to do that are different from other people. I'm just telling y'all generally how my experience went and what worked for me. But if I had to guess, what will find you the most success is if you try to do this shit for your own reasons and you think for yourself about what is good, what is bad, how is what I'm doing affecting my behavior. Think for yourself, y'all. I'm a stupid person. Yes, this is the next point. Y'all, I'm just trying to communicate my experience. But obviously, I'm a totally ordinary person. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm a college dropout. I have no money, zero bitches. I have mental health issues. Y'all don't have to listen to me. Just do what you want, man. Just I think we're all gonna die sooner or later if you believe that everyone dies. So just do what you want and probably be kind to yourself while you're doing it. All right, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. This last thing is probably going to be in a separate video. And yo, I know y'all see this last point. Oh shit. So y'all, if you have a dog and your dog is addicted to crack, you don't like that. You train your dog to not be addicted to crack. And then you want to see how effective the training was, you reintroduce the crack. And that's me. I'm the dog, and crack is porn. So, y'all, let's watch porn because I think it'd be funny.